Hi everyone, I'm Tabitha and today we're wrapping up November. I decided pretty early in 2020 that when November rolled around, I was going to participate in National Novel Writing Month. And I made the choice to go ahead and do that anyway, even though, things changed in our family and things like that. So this November, I was able to work on that project. I've been sort of blogging my way through it, picking a project, things like that. So today we're going to check in on how that project went, as well as what effect that had on the rest of my goals. Are you ready? Let's go. You'll probably remember I was working on year-long goals this year that looked like this. By the end of October, I had already made some really good progress on those goals, and my progress actually looked like this. I was really proud of how far I was able to come so far and how many things that I was crossing off. Let's just see if I was able to add anything new to this. I'm going to start at the top and just work my way down, same as I do every month. The top of this document had a goal to publish Training Tutor, so this is your monthly reminder to go out and get that book if you haven't already. In fact, the 3-book Franz series makes a great holiday gift, I'm just saying. Next up is the edits and rewrites box. That box has been a wild ride this year. Or if you watch my videos, my wrap-up videos for like January, February, March, I was almost kind of getting on my own case and giving myself a hard time about making no progress. And now they've just been done since, I don't know, like July or something. It's kind of crazy. Those both, the Magical YA and Fran 4, will both need a final kind of grammatical editing pass here. One of those I'm getting ready to start here really soon. I think I always kind of knew in the back of my mind I wanted to get through National Novel Writing Month, then I could focus on those. These are the two I'd really like to see have 2021 releases. So pretty soon here, it's going to be time to officially talk about their real titles, neither of which has ever been talked about on this channel. So it'll be time to talk about real titles, covers, cover reveals, street teams, all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, there's just going to be all kinds of really cool things going on with that one, I think. Just time to start doing it. But for right now, they are both edited, and I did like no editing, I think, in November. Next up, we have the zero draft box. 2020 has been like the strangest of strange years, but I have managed to get a lot of zero drafts done, so that's really cool. I kind of look at it and realize that when the year started, I didn't even have Fran 4 and the Magical YA done, and now I feel like they've been done forever. So I did manage to finish Fran 4, the Magical YA, the YA Contemporary, the Ghostly YA, and then I've also fully drafted my Nano project, which I keep calling the Hitman. So actually, let's talk about that really briefly, since you're all wondering, and that was my Nano project, so it should be a huge part of this video. Hitman is not the real title. As I always do, I come up with something cute that obviously tells you a little bit about what it's about. It's just what I call it, what I refer to it as. I keep calling it Hitman. That's not the title. In fact, as of right now, it doesn't have a title, so I still need to figure that out. This right now is 50,000 words, almost exactly right now. The weird thing is, I think it's also done, which is concerning because that makes it entirely too short for the genre that it is. It's like an adult mystery thriller. It should be more than 50,000 words, so that could be kind of a problem. Also, I do adore this story, but at around like 47,000 words, I realized the story was done. So to finish off Nano, I actually was popping back to earlier parts of the story and adding detail and seeing what I can do to get myself to that 50,000. But honestly, the meat of the story I think is done. So it's going to be interesting to see what I end up doing with it. I might end up throwing in, I don't know, like another client for the Hitman or something like that, just to kind of beef up that word count. But honestly, I'm not going to do that if the story doesn't need it. I really like the story the way it is, and I don't like adding scenes just to add words. So that decision has yet to be made. But the point is, National Novel Writing Month is a time to write 50,000 words on one novel on a first draft, and I definitely did that. So yay! Now on to the goals at the bottom of the page. The first one is for 24 short story scenes or poems to my blog. You may remember this was the first goal I fell behind on in 2020. It happened, I think, in September, officially for the first time. October did not see me pull ahead at all, which was unfortunate. I had a lot of ground to cover to try to make it up. In November, I posted to the blog 8 times. 4 of those were National Novel Writing Month related. 2 of them were book reviews. None of them, that's right, 0, were short stories, scenes, or poems. I think I got so wrapped up in writing the Hitman story and making sure that went off the way it was supposed to that I just didn't focus on any short ones. It just wasn't really possible. I was kind of forcing myself to focus on this one project. So what does that mean? That means I am really, really behind on that goal. Like, might not make it kind of behind. In fact, if I'm going to clear this goal for 2021 in the final month, I mean in 2020, in the final month, I'm going to have to post 6 times. Yikes. I'm just not sure that's going to happen, but I'm not giving up. I do plan to try to push my way through and get the W on this one, but I also think in 2021, I may want to take a good hard look at the blog, what brings me joy, what readers enjoy about it, what I plan to do going forward on the blog in 2021. So actually, that brings me to what I need you for this time. If you're watching right now and you have an opinion on the blog, or if you've never seen it before, I'll make sure I drop a link in the comments. Go check it out and then give me your opinion. I would love to know, what kind of posts do you like? What kind of posts don't you like? Like, give me that feedback. Help me figure out what I should do more of or less of in 2021. Please drop a comment and let me know what you think of the blog. I'll put the link in the comments. But for now, I am definitely behind on this goal. Next up is the goal to post 52 videos right here to this channel you're watching, which of course is 1 video per week. Including this video you're watching right now, November saw 5 new videos added to the channel. My favorite was probably the Shield Challenge video, where I kind of discussed what was happening with the Shield Challenges, what I plan to do with them on 2021. I will make sure I drop a link to that one in the description in case you missed it the first time around. This month will be the last time I do those traditional shields, and then in January, I'll be announcing the new process that you all voted for. So that's really exciting. So make sure you stick around so that you can hear how that's going in 2021. Anyway, the goal. I think this is the 60th video right now, if I'm keeping track. I am definitely behind on reviews. I'll admit that right now. We have at least one more to come in November. That'll come probably late, but reaching 60 in a year is amazing, and that's awesome, and I'm so thankful for all of you that subscribe and keep watching, and we have definitely met this goal, so yay. Last but certainly not least is the goal to read and review 104 books in 2020. Of course, that's 2 books per week. To help me, I always set an official TBR for the month, and this was November's TBR. This TBR for November included 2 review requests, Cinetic Wolf and the Fields, 1 advanced reader copy, A Map to the Stars, and of course, the 4 Shield Challenges. Let's break down those Shield Challenges and see what's earning the final 2020 Shields for December. First up is the shield for Been on My TBR the longest. In November, this book was Undeadly by Michelle Vale. I was able to snag a copy of this ebook from the library, and it will be up on the second crop of reviews whenever I remember to get to those. But let's say that one was problematic for me, which gives you a hint of what star rating might be coming. It's going to be kind of a salty review when it comes up, so if you're into salty reviews, definitely keep an eye out for that. Let's see what's going to get the shield for the final time in 2020 for December. So I'm going to go to Goodreads here, go to my Want to Reads. Then I'm going to make sure I'm sorting by date added. And these look like my newest, so I'll flip it and go with my oldest. And that one will be A Certain Slant of Light by Laura Whitcomb. Okay, that's cool. Let's see. It looks like I added that one. Wow, it's been on here for a really long time. It's going on 2 years that this one's been on my TBR, and I just haven't had a chance to read it. In fact, I think I own a paperback copy of this one, I think. I'm not positive. I'll have to go check. I remember hearing a lot about it. It's paranormal young adult. I remember hearing a lot about it when it came up, but I don't know a whole lot of details other than, you know, that I heard lots of people talking about it. So it's officially on my TBR. Yay! Next up is the shield for the lowest average reader rating on my TBR. In November, that book was The Mayday Murders by Scott Wittenberg. This one was also problematic. It was really disappointing, I think. It's actually not going to be up until probably my 3rd, whenever that comes up. So I'll have the 2 November ones, and then I'll have a 3rd one, because I actually read a lot of books in November. So this will end up being there. But anyway, it's going to be another salty review. It was pretty problematic, so make sure you look for that if you like those. But let's see what's getting the lowest average rating shield for the final time in 2020. So back to Goodreads. Back to my want to reads, but I'm going to change it from date added to average rating. Make sure we're going low to high. Looks like this one's going to be The Matchmaker's List by Sonia Lally. I vaguely remember that one. Like I have this little memory. I don't know. Whatever. It's got a rating of 3.34 stars. So I don't know, maybe it's going to be a little niche. I sort of kind of remember adding this. This is like, it's a romantic comedy book, I think, right? So I was kind of hoping that it was going to be a romance that didn't have less of the tropes that I hate, that maybe I would like more. I don't know. I'm looking forward to finding out if I was right. I'm officially adding that one to my TBR as the lowest average rated book. Next up is the highest average rated book on my TBR. For November, this one was Tree of Life by Sarah Joy Greenhart. That is also coming up on the second round of review videos. Basically, I adored this book. I thought it was well written. I can't wait to rave about it to all of you. This is part of the reason why I love this Shield. It always turns out to be absolutely wonderful books. Let's see what's getting the final Shield for highest rated in 2020. So back to Goodreads here, back to my list. I'm already sorted by average rating, so I'll just flip it and go low to high. I mean, high to low, whatever. And it looks like getting the Shield is, ooh, yes, The Puppet's Dream by Jessica Willis. I am so excited to add this. Okay, so Jessica Willis, you know I love her. She is the one who wrote Soul of the Crow, that whole series that I can't stop raving about. But Puppet's Dream is the sequel to The Blood Awakens, which I rated, I think, 4 stars in 2019. I have Puppet's Dream. Jessica was kind enough to send it to me, so I have Puppet's Dream as an ebook. I've been looking forward to reading it. I'm really excited. I'm officially adding it to December's TBR. Next up is the Shield for recommended based on a recent 5-star read. In November, that was Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This review came up on the first review video for November, which I'll put in the description, but basically this was an amazing book and also happens to be my most recent 5-star read. So I need a book recommended based on what I loved about Illuminae. So I went to Goodreads. Even though Goodreads has let me down before, I went to Goodreads and I looked at the books recommended like this book, and it's telling me that is Aurora Rising. I didn't want to argue with that too much because I also have a paper book copy of Aurora Rising that I've been dying to get to. So I'm going to officially add it to my TBR. I'm just going with it. That's the book that gets the Shield for recommended based on a recent 5-star review. With those 4 Shields all complete, my November actually read looks like this. 14 total books. Wow. 2 of those, which you'll find in the bonus book section, are actually the 2 arcs that I mentioned, secretly hoping I was going to be able to get to. So I got to them. If you add up these 14, you realize that means I need the 1 you've already seen for November, plus 1 more, that makes 10, plus there'll be another one coming because it's a 14. I mean, look, I read a lot in November and I wrote a lot in November, but I wasn't so fast on the filming. Oh well. With the 4 Shield challenges added to my December, my official TBR for December looks like this. 1 arc, Song for the Road, and 2 review requests, Come Join the Murder and The Sigil, kind of round out December's TBR. I'm really excited. Like, I look at this graphic and I'm so excited. It just looks like an incredibly fun month of reading. This is going to be a good one. So we've officially reached the part of the video where we're going to look at those goals and do a fast wrap up to see how they look after the November progress. Are you ready? Training Tutor is officially published, available for purchase now, and makes a great holiday gift. Both major editing progress that I saw myself doing in 2020 are done, have been for a while, and they're getting ready to move on to their next steps. I finished Hitman, which means I succeeded at Nano 2020, and it also means that I am completely crushing the Zero Draft box. I did, however, fall further behind on the blog posting goal, meaning I'm going to have to make up a shocking 6 posts in December if I plan on getting the W on this one. The YouTube goal is officially finished. In fact, this 60th video proves that we continue to bring you good content even after we meet our goals. And I've already read 139 books in 2020. Wow. That is it for me and my November progress. It has been a great month for reading and a great month for writing. I'm proud of everything that I have finished so far in 2020. That blog post goal, though, is going to be daunting for December. I hate to fail anything, so I know I'm going to want to do it, but it's really worrying me. I'm thinking I might not make it, but I'm going to try. I'm not giving up yet. Drop a comment to let me know you're still here. Hit subscribe, tap that little bell so you know when I'm back. Keep plotting the path to your own dreams, and I will see you next time. Bye.